कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखाम् वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्. In the Sanskrit lore, there are some very, very beautiful quotes and extracts from different types of composition, very different literature from all, wherever Sanskrit authors have composed. So these extracts, if they have a moral or if they have something very beautiful to convey, then they are called as subhashitas. They are called as subhashitas. Su means well said. Bhashitam means said. Su is a prefix which is used for anything which has been carried out nicely. Su is the prefix which is fixed one. And then suswagatam. When you say swagatam, it is welcome. When you say suswagatam, it is additionally making it very beautiful. A very, very warm welcome is suswagatam. So this subhashitam, the word subhashitam means well said, very beautifully said, very nice quote. So those subhashitas, they say, one of those subhashitas is Sahasa na vidadhita kriyam. Sahasa na vidadhita kriyam. Never do an activity in hurry. Never do an activity in a hurry. Sahasa vidadhita na kriyam. Aviveka paramapadam padam. When you do something in a hurry, you would have done it unwisely and it will lead you to a big disaster. Sahasa vidadhita na kriyam aviveka paramapadam padam vrunutehi vimarshakarinam Devi Lakshmi vrunutehi vimarshakarinam gunalubdha swayameva hi sampada. Sampada is wealth. It is another name for another, that is Sampada. It is represented by Devi Lakshmi. So Devi Lakshmi, or the goddess of wealth, will choose that person. You need not have to choose Devi Lakshmi. Devi Lakshmi will choose that person who does any activity with due deliberation. A person who thinks over the activity, plans it nicely and executes it with skill and dexterity. So Devi Lakshmi will come and then immediately take place in her house, in that person's house. Sahasa vidadhita nakriyam aviveka paramapadam padam runutehi vimarshakarinam gunalubdha swayamevehi sampada. Sampada Devi, she is called Sampada. She likes that person in whom that quality of contemplating and properly analyzing and then planning is there. She will come and immediately take refuge in that person. So this Subhashitam is an indication here for Hanuman, who says one should not hurry to take any decision about Lanka. That is why he is so long he is deliberating about that, standing there, seeing it from different places, what size I should assume before going there, what is the power of the Rakshasas. He has gone for a particular activity, and that activity is to find the details, find the whereabouts of Sita, and not only find the whereabouts of Sita, it's also for a future preparation if there is a need. If there is a need for confrontation also, they have to be confronted. We cannot leave it just like that. So Sita has to be brought from there. So he is deliberating what is the best method, what is the power of the enemy. We are on page number 20. We'll read the English portion. Beholding that city to be the kind mentioned above and difficult to overcome even for gods and demons, and sighing again and again, Hanuman reflected as follows. What a difficult city. I told you, Hanuman is now playing the role of a human being just like Ram is playing the role of a human being. Sri Ram is also playing the role of a human being, and Hanuman is also playing the role of a human being. So that's why he is sighing again and again. what a situation it comes, what situation has come. Hanuman reflected as follows: through what device shall I be able to behold Sita, daughter of King Janaka and a princess of Mithila, myself remaining unperceived by the evil-minded Ravana, the ruler of the ogres? Without Ravana knowing that I have actually found out about Sita, how shall I do this one? Because if the moment he finds out, there will be a problem. He'll send all his aides and everybody, and then he'll try to capture me. How shall I be able to see the daughter of Janaka alone in secret with none else beside me, so that the cause of Sri Rama, the knower of the self, may not be altogether lost? So I don't want to lose my purpose of coming here. I must see her. At the same time, I must see Sita Devi nobody's presence should be there. That way I should see her. Nay, even as darkness disappears at sunrise, objects which are all but accomplished are completely lost at the hands of a timid or thoughtless messenger when they are set in opposition to time and place. That means, just as darkness disappears at sunrise, the moment sunrise comes, darkness cannot stay. Why? Because they are opposites. Same way, if a person commits an activity without due deliberation, he will lose it just like the darkness is driven away by the sunrise. Same way, he will lose that fruit of that one because of his hurry or improper planning. Even a decision duly arrived at by a ruler in consultation with his ministers regarding what should be done and what should be refrained from does not yield good results when implemented by a thoughtless messenger. The ruler might have decided, the ruler or the one who has sent the messenger, he might have planned it very well. He might have discussed with the ministers, but when he sends the messenger, he would have sent a message, this is how you have to convey and come. So if the messenger, he commits an error, even then the problem will happen. Everything will be disturbed. So messengers, fancying themselves clever, but really not so, bring to naught all undertakings on such occasions. So a person who thinks that I know very well, but actually he does not know. And when such a person is sent for an activity like being a messenger, he will completely spoil all the plans of the ruler. How should I act to ensure that the purpose may not be destroyed or frustrated? How should I guard against thoughtlessness? And how, I wonder, should I ensure that my leaping across the sea does not go in vain? Ab tak to nibhaya hai, aage bhi nibha dena. Till now everything has been going smoothly. He was confronted by Surasa, he was confronted by Simhika, he was approached by this Samudra Maharaj. All these things have been there. But with all these difficulties, I have now reached Lanka, crossed the ocean, which is not an ordinary feat. But now that should not become a waste. If I am detected by the ogres, this project in the shape of my being sent to Lanka of Sri Rama, who is the knower of the self and who seeks the overthrow of Ravana, will miscarry. If I do not act properly, then if I do not achieve my end without being detected, then Sri Rama's purpose will not be achieved. It is not possible at this place for anyone to remain anywhere unknown by the ogres, even in the disguise of an ogre, much less by anyone else. You might have seen might have read so many stories, or might have seen some detective movies or read some novels, The spies or the persons who have to be incognito or never be discovered by anybody, they have to take maximum care, absolute care they have to take, because you are going into a fortress and it's heavily guarded. They also will have their tactics, they also will have all their things. So you all remember very well how many occasions with all the technology one could not stop some people from coming here. I think you remember 9/11. How with all the technology also one could not stop those people from coming and damaging. Remember, it was very, very big, very, very big affair. That is, even though they had all the technology, the world's best technology they had, confidence also, but still somebody could penetrate into that. So this is the power of negativity also. Negativity also has got very great power, Wickedness also has got wonderful power. It's got very good power. So in order to overcome wickedness, one has to be very, very clever. One has to be very wise. Tulsidas ji in the Ramayana, he will tell you later, how is human life? Man's life, human being's life is like the tongue in between 32 teeth. Just like the tongue is there in between 32 teeth, 24 hours or say at least 12 to 18 hours we are using the tongue. More than hundreds of thousands of times the tongue goes in up and sideways and everything, but it is still safe. So 32 teeth, if you keep it as 16, because 16 pairs, they can bite anywhere. They can bite it here in the edge. Do you know sometimes we get bit? We are also aware that sometimes we bite ourselves. We don't bite the tongue. We do not know why we bite it, because we miss a thought. The thought and our action does not synchronize. And they don't synchronize, immediately what happens? The teeth, there should be a synchronization between the opening of the mouth and the movement of the tongue, and there is non-synchronization, it will bite. So the human being is like the tongue in between 32 teeth. So that much care one has to take. The good one, the good persons, the virtuous people are the ones who have to take most care, not the wicked ones. Because for the wicked ones, it is just whatever happens is okay. The wicked ones have got no scruples. For them it is destruction. So whatever happens doesn't matter. But for the good one, he wants to maintain the order. He wants to maintain the order of the world. He wants people to live. He wants people to live and live happily. So he is the one who has to be more careful than the wicked one. It is not possible at this place for anyone to remain anywhere unknown by the ogres, even the disguise of an ogre, much less by anyone else. My belief is that even the wind cannot circulate here undetected. Even the wind cannot circulate here undetected in this heavily guarded city. Certainly nothing here is unknown to the ogres of terrible deeds. If I remain here clothed with my native form, I shall certainly meet with destruction, and the cause of my master will suffer. Therefore, reduced to a small size, I shall penetrate into Lanka by night in my own form for carrying through the purpose of my master. Entering by night the capital of Ravana, which is most difficult to access, and penetrating through every dwelling, I shall find out Janaka's daughter. So he is going to take a smaller form. Therefore, reduced to a small size, I shall penetrate into Lanka by night in my own form. My own form means in a very, very small form, not in the normal form, in my own newly adorned form. I will go into the city of Lanka. We will pause here today.